What did it do? It reduced costs, it brought in investments, it brought in manufacturing, and everybody survived. Not just survived, everybody has rapidly been making money from that airport. What is it different from what we are doing today? It had what is called a whole of government approach. It had industries, it had civil aviation, it had fueling, it had exports. Everybody was part of the ecosystem. I think, in my opinion, it's high time we as a country propagate what I call a whole of government approach in taking this forward. Just 2 points before I hand it over to my colleagues here. These challenging times have thrown up something amazing for all of us. I was recently addressing the FICCI Logistics Committee in light of what we should be proposing to the Government of India for changes during this period. And I said we have an amazing opportunity for all the sea containers that are stuck in the country. Our airports today operate at a capacity of 55 to 60%, which means 40% of our airports today still have capacity to operate. Move those containers to the airport and fly it by air. Dubai has been doing this for 50 years. Doha has been doing it, Singapore has been doing it, Hong Kong has been doing it, the whole world is doing it. Why isn't India having a sea air policy? It's time for a rethink. Okay, we need to tweak a couple of things in security, we need to tweak a couple of things in customs, but this is a golden opportunity for us in the country to move forward. And lastly, there has to be a focus, a serious focus on digitization. At least I've been talking about for the last 7-8 years, okay? Much has been done, but a lot more needs to be done. And I think it is incumbent on each one of us in whatever industry we are in, whatever segment we are in, we need to have this as our top priority. I conclude with these remarks and we'll take it forward.
I will just address some of them and I'm going to go backwards. Your point about digitization that has been addressed also by Dinesh Kumarji. Dinesh Kumarji, I'm going to ask you to reflect on my question, which you will answer after Vandana Singh has also spoken. And that is, has the time come for us to have NACS, the National Air Cargo Community System, along with an e-logistics, e-marketplace? We tried to bring that in. Industry, for some reason, was not ready for it. I would submit that the companies of India, the IT aviation companies of India, which developed the concepts for us, are today serving 140 airports around the world. USA grabbed them, Atlanta, Boston, X, Y, Z. Europe grabbed them. Malaysia, Indonesia, Africa, they have all grabbed the idea. But where it originated as a national air cargo community system, we have failed even after so many years. I want to ask you, will the physical problem that you mentioned get sorted out if we have a full digitization through the national, air cargo community system, come e-marketplace, which will be end to end? And I will throw another thought here, which is digital freight corridors for India. You have areas across the world, for instance, now that West Asia is closed, you have east of the Caspian Sea, the entire Central Asian set of countries which are landlocked. They are dying to work with us so that we can supply them goods. Afghanistan, we already tested with a digital air freight corridor, and it was very successful. And what to speak of 4 hours, we were clearing their general cargo in less than 40 minutes for each shipment that was coming from a place like Afghanistan. Second, you have between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, the entire Central European belt, who could be our gateways to Eastern Europe and Western Europe as well. Can we look at this concept of digitization, which addresses multimodality, it addresses our air cargo needs going forward from now at a very systemic level. This is for you. Now, I'm going to come to the thought that you mentioned, that sea containers are stuck. And why don't we have a sea air policy? I'm sorry, we tried to bring in a number of policies. One was the land policy from Bangladesh to India by road. That has for some reason been closed, while the sea policy from Bangladesh has not been closed. Did our industry take it up with the government that air cargo is losing and sea has been given an advantage, which is now under threat because of the West Asia crisis? So can we at least put some thought in the mind of our policy makers? Perhaps they've not been told that this is the issue. You all need to take it up with them. And also developing, say, a Mudra port or a Navi Mumbai airport, some kind of cohesive regulation which serves both these sectors very well. Government's holistic approach. This is a very strong point from my side. We in civil aviation reached out to defense in the case of MRO, Convergence. The group was set up under my chairmanship. What happened to it? Did defense cooperate after we did all the trial runs for giving them a secure environment? I would like the next group to discuss this. And in cargo, for instance, we reached out to Commerce Ministry and we said, this is where we want this done. This is where your FTAs are occurring. Can we have an industry-related discussion so that whatever government at a holistic level is coming out with policies with other countries, creating a business-friendly environment, can our industry benefit from it? I have had, for instance, the moment the UK-India FTA was signed, I had UK regulators, including aviation regulators, financial regulators, reaching out to me saying this is a fabulous opportunity which needs to be built on so that their industry can benefit. Nobody reached out to me from India. Is the government only meant to holistically announce policies, Mr. Gazdar? Or will industry also come forward and see where the money lies for them? Then Udan Cargo. Udan first when it came out, although cargo was embedded in the scheme, nobody worked till we came out with Krishi Udan. And that also for perishables during the COVID period. After that, I'm not sure anything moved. We work only during Paristhiti, during emergencies. Your point about costs, charges, royalty, etc. I will submit to all of you 3 things today. 1, should ERA define the charges and royalties associated with the airport operator? It's doing many things. Should it also define the royalties? Sure, it should be done. It should be looked at. When I had gone for a meeting in ERA, they threw me out after the second time. They said, no, we don't want to hear you because industry will not like it. Our airports will not like it. Second point, should we look at rationalizing and capping the royalties to ensure reduction in transaction cost in air cargo operations? And should we have a notion that the cost royalty should not exceed the average rate of return? We want our airports to earn, but should there be some kind of a notion? I think the third point is all the stakeholders should meet with ERA and the others. Fine. That's it. and take that forward. I'm now going to give the floor to Vandana. She has a certain thought which she wants to present to all of you, and I give her the floor.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Agarwal, and thank you to the esteemed audience here for being patient listeners. I'd like to be optimistic here. I'd like to focus on unlocking potential through airports, cargo infrastructure in Uran 2.0, because I believe that in the middle of challenges lies the opportunities. We are living